G'day folks, welcome back to this Road to Leningrad scenario from Grigsby's War in the East. I did a recorded playthrough, so you can check out the first part of that. I think I'm at the end of turn 5, so I'll quickly scan through, and in fact I can see some units here who could probably just push that Russian line back a little bit. I thought I had pushed it back behind the river, but apparently not. Yeah, we'll hold there. I think I can end this turn now. And yeah, just reiterate what this game is for those who didn't see that first part of the video. So this is a huge, heavy monster game covering many aspects of the Eastern Front, many campaigns, scenarios from the Eastern Front. I am playing the Road to Leningrad scenario, which focuses on Army Group North's drive towards Leningrad in 1941. Currently up to end of turn 5, which is mid-July. (1941). Just going to test the audio. Sorry, yep. And yeah, so we've captured Pskov, and I'm about to begin that drive up towards Leningrad. Here we go, end of the turn. Let's check our victory, see how we're all going. So info screens, click the little star, you can see here. It's hard to get an indication of this. The Soviets get points per turn based on their objectives. I get end game points for capturing these objectives. So Leningrad is worth 500. I'm driving for Novgorod at the moment with 200. And let me just zoom out and get an overview of these objectives. I showed this earlier in the other video, so you can see Pskov there. I've got some infantry divisions driving for Veliki Luki out here. And then maybe I really need to try and drive out to these as well. This will be sort of the infantry's job. There's not a lot of Russian units out here, so fingers crossed I can get out there. So let's zoom in, and I'll start down the bottom here. Actually, I'll just quickly give you a view of that main drive. So here are the Panzer divisions trying to drive north. You can see a lot of Russian units have come down through here to defend Novgorod. I was hoping to be able to swing in around here. They've blocked that. I reckon I can now punch through these units here, straight along this main rail line. One of the first things I'd like to do is get my rail building unit, and they should be around here somewhere. Yep. So I'm going to deselect them for now and get these other units out of the way, so they can move up. This is my 56th Panzer Corps headquarters. I'll just move them up a bit. Move these guys up a bit. You can see the Russians have crossed back over that river again, and just trying to slow me down. I want to keep them behind that river. Alright, move my air units out of the way so I can clear that main rail to the north. This is going to be the main rail. If I deselect that unit, this is the main rail line that'll drive through Pskov and then up to Leningrad. So I was pointing out in that recorded video yesterday how this is a heavy game. It's a monster game. There's a lot of various factors. You've got production and supply and air units and headquarters that you have to manage. But you can really approach this at a very sort of superficial level, not worry about that level of detail. Just sort of focus on movement and combat. And in these smaller scenarios in particular, it's a 17-turn scenario. We're at turn 6, I'm a third of the way through. You can really just focus on that movement and attack. This is my rail conversion unit. This is my main rail conversion group. I move them. So what I've done is I left click to select them, right click to move to a space, and then click that rail conversion button. they're done. So what this does is it converts all that rail, and if I click, a lot of this is repeated from the last video I did, but you can see that green rail network. So I'm drawing suppliers all the way from Germany. I also have these automated rail units who are doing the same thing, but just 1 hex at a time. So they slowly proceed from basically where I've manually extended my rail line. In this scenario, yeah, I've only got that 1 unit to do that for me. So, focusing down south, I think I can reach Vitebsk. Not an objective city, but it's on the way. Now, I was highlighting how you can do multi-hex attacks, and I'll show you how to do that. So I select that hex, shift hold over the other units. I'm still holding in shift, and then right click on the target unit. And they will retreat. I can pursue, and I can attack them again. And they're retreating again. What I want to do is try and rout them, get them well out of the way. I'll take this unit from across the river. That should be enough. They're just a fortified region. They're kind of like a brief little garrison that pops up. They're gone. Surrendered. Yep. And maybe I can get these guys in to attack one more time. They're still retreating. I'd like to really rout that unit, get them well out. There we go. Routed. Which means I can now hopefully get a stronger drive on Veliki Luki. They can't move any further. This is my HQ. I'll get them a bit closer to those units. So I mentioned in the last video, you want to keep your headquarters about 5, I think it's 5 hexes away from your units. You can see this is the 2nd Corps HQ, and these units belong to the 2nd Corps. You see it highlights their parent headquartered in orange, and this again will highlight their parent headquarters. Should be, so this is 16th Army, okay. So down here we probably have, yeah, their parent headquarters as well. Okay, infantry pushing out to the east here. I'm going to need to get rid of this unit here. That's going to be a bit of a distraction. Or I'm sure I had another division coming in. Here it is. Now, I was going to try to rail move. You can see that's the extent of my rail conversion up to here. And it's, how much better is it? It's exactly the same as their road movement rate. Not exactly the same. Okay, so let's just use this for fun. There we go. They rail moved. Oh, they can move, they can actually get off the rails and then move a little bit further. May as well. No other reinforcements coming on from Germany that I can see down here, so we can continue going. These are all the automated road conversion battalions, converting all those rails 1 hex per turn very slowly. Now these pesky Russians here, it's this tank division in particular that's it's crossed the Velikaya River here, and it's just threatening my supply. In fact, this rail line, I want that cleared by now, basically. So I want to bring in this entire force, unfortunately. Shift, hold over there, right click. In fact, this is an important hex, so I'm going to, I said I don't really do air combat that often. I press F6, right click, and try and bombard these units as much as I can. Bomb them, just really try and soften them up as much as possible, because this is an important headquarters there. Where are my other air units? We'll see how we go with that. So back to F1 for ground move mode. And we'll attack here and hope for a retreat. Yeah. Alright, so that kind of kicks them off that rail line a bit. But I want to also kick back this unit. Good. I do have to watch that flank there. I might just send one of these units down here. So when you click on a stack, you can see they're both surrounded in purple. I deselect one of them by left-clicking there, and then I want to just kind of protect that flank. I'll bring them down here, push that little airborne brigade away, and these guys still have some movement. They'll clear that terrain there. That's Ostrov. And I could get another attack on. Yeah, we'll do that. Really start pushing into this Russian territory. Force this tank division to get out of there. In fact, they'll move up the flanks as well. All right. So these guys are out of supply. That's why they've pushed too far, and the Russians have counterattacked down through here. I need to link back up, so I'll pull back a little bit, and I'll bring up this motorized division here to, what are we going to do here? All right, this is where we face a choice. So let's look. I've got Novgorod here, and I've got Leningrad up here. And I think I want to kind of drive through here. So this is a nice little distraction. It was a whole Panzer division, but I see an opening up through here. I think that's where I want to drive. So I'm going to try to not hit that unit, but hit this one here and then push straight through. So I'm going to bring up the infantry to do that for me. There's a retreat. That's not bad. I worry if they attack there. In fact, I really should push there as well. But if I do that, let's see what happens. Yeah, they're well entrenched. So I'll bring in the whole stack to push them out of the way. This stack, if they move up, they won't have any movement left. They can, and I'll bring up. What else can I do is this infantry here to clear that main railroad corridor. They retreat, which is good, but they're not routing, which is what I want. We'll get rid of that security unit. They won't last. Oh, they just retreat though. Maybe I can get one more attack off. If I join in with the motorized division, can we get it done? Yep, they rout. Good. So now we still have a lot of movement left with our motorized formation. They could swing right around behind Novgorod. Got to watch my flanks though. So I am going to bring this some of these formations back around to protect those flanks. Maybe just that one, and these guys will clear out this security section across the river. Yeah, they routed. I don't know how they got there. I don't know if that's passable terrain. Not too concerned though. There we go. Another attack on there. They hold. That's okay. That wasn't an important attack. I need to clear out these islands, so I may as well do that. Slow going across here. Before I deal with this situation here, before I move the Panzer divisions. Hey Paul, welcome. I've only just started. So this is my drive towards Leningrad. So it's tough defense there, really tough defense. I might try to kind of hook around them. So I do have some strong forces there, but in fact I don't need to throw a lot at this. Let's just check the garrison. Fort level 0 if I attack here. They retreated. Can advance. They'll retreat again. They'll rout. I would like to bring in all these. I should have really brought these guys in first. And they should do the hard hitting. They retreated. Okay. Come on, rout. Yep, there they go. They're gone. Now, can I push in? So this division here has the highest movement rate of 11, or the most. They can't get anywhere around here because it's difficult terrain. So I think I'm going to have to try to punch my way through. So I'm going to bring all these formations up to attack here. That should be enough. Yeah, it should be enough. All right. So what can I get? They're out of movement. They're out of movement. They've moved. They could move in there, and we'll bring in. Okay, they've only got 3 left. A retreat again. I'm slowly pushing them back, but just not. Here we go. One more attack. They hold. Ouch. Alright, got some formations here as well we can bring up. I should use the air, of course. That'll do for now in that area. Slowly pushing. There's not many Russians in anymore. I've kind of broken through their defensive line there. About to cross the Narva. Alright. Yeah, what I'd learn. Okay, a couple of Soviets in here that I could try to pocket. Or I drive straight up, get across the Luga. Let me kind of show you. These guys are running a bit low on supply. They can't go far. So they might be best placed to kind of... You can see how the map, if I select this unit, this is the 8th Panzer Division. It highlights their kind of extent of their movement. They could watch that left flank, perhaps, or the right flank. I'm not too concerned about attacking either of these on the flank. They're defending pretty strongly there. I don't care. I want to drive straight through here. Let's just watch that left flank for now. And here we go. Here we have our big 1st Panzer Division. We get the 3rd Motorized to push out in the right there. And then these guys who do have the supplies, you can see the little green, it's hard to see, but if I deselect everything and get rid of those fort markers, green triangle top left means happy supplies. And if I zoom out, you can see the range of their movement. They can move all the way up to Tallinn if they want. They can move to the outskirts of Leningrad if they want. That would be dangerous because what I just want to do is secure a crossing of the Luga here. I think that will let me get across. So you can see I've secured this little bridge crossing here. I could loop around all the way around, but that'd exhaust my movement and be a bit more dangerous. I'm happy with that. Alright, what else we got? Some infantry, we'll get them back on the road. Try and advance them as much as possible. Oh, here we go. We also have that motorized division. And I think we can threaten Novgorod. If we bring in here, I'm certain these guys won't defend there. They're going to pull right out, or try and cut me off. Either way. So am I falling into that historical German trap? Are the Finns active? The Finns... okay. The Finns are active. I just haven't done much with them because I forgot they existed in this scenario. So you can see the Russians are really pulling back from the Finnish border now that the Finns have finally started to attack. Yeah, they're still defending down here. I'll give it a go. They'll probably hold. Yep. That's not an objective anyway. I just would like to have them cleared out. So I've got to clear all this. You can see the Finnish no attack line, so they can push the Russians back. There are no real there are no objectives up here. I might send our cavalry out to the east. Everyone else can just drive south, try and hurt the Russians as much as possible before they can reach those Leningrad defences. So forcing the air units to retreat by moving adjacent. And the same again, and capturing supplies and fuel. Yeah, so there's no Russian combat units out here. They're remnants of their air units that are retreating. So the Finns are about to reach their no attack line. They've got a lot of units up here, and it's unfortunate that they can't do much. The Russians just pulled right back. Pesky Russian AI. Here we go. Now we're moving up to the front, and we can move right up to the front. I'll just get all those units out of the way. And that's it for the Finns, pretty much. They've reached their no attack line. Oh, what do we got here? Got something in here that I can attack. Oh, something strong by the looks of it. The air command? Is the air command dealing all that damage? Alright, that's about it. That is turn 6 done. We'll do a quick check through. A lot of headquarters. Actually, I probably should start moving these headquarters up because I'm really driving. That's my 9th Army headquarters. We'll put them there. This is the 5th Corps headquarters. We'll keep them with that unit. Oh, actually, they've got some force out here as well, so I have to be mindful of that. Panzer Corps, we want you guys right up in there. That's 16th Army headquarters. And we've got 10th Corps headquarters. So I've accidentally split the 1st Corps. I'll move them up. And they will also go... That's 18th Army headquarters. 18th Army is driving north. Put these guys behind Pskov. Bring up our air units. They can move 1 extra hex for some reason. And I think we're done. These guys can and maybe should move beyond Vitebsk. Which way though do I think I keep driving along this southern boundary. And F12 to end the turn. And yes. So yeah, this is on medium difficulty level. You can increase the difficulty level, and of course, as I said in the first video, there's an active, I think it's still active, play by email community. You can check out the Matrix Games forums. There's always people posting their after action reports. obviously a human opponent is going to be much stronger than this AI. But I mean, the AI. Let's see what the AI does. They're often launching little counterattacks, withdrawing from positions they can't defend, as you saw along the Finnish border there. You can see they're really focusing on that super solid defense of Leningrad. And that's going to be a grind once I get to that. So turn 7, 10 turns left, 11 turns really, including turn 17. But I've also got those eastern objectives out here as well. So Novgorod and... yeah. Okay, let's just quick check of how we're tracking. I often find if I'm kind of close to on par, a little bit behind, as long as I capture those objectives by the end of the game, oops. Then I should be okay. I thought these guys were going to pull back, but they're not. Supply problems for these guys. They're okay, but limited. This is... I've sent all my infantry up through the north here, so I really want to try and... What is this security unit doing here? They've crossed back over, so I should have cleared that out. No worries, we'll deal with it. Right, so soft defences through here. I will bring up the infantry in the rear first. They're only retreating at 18 to 1 odds. They're only retreating at 8 to 1 odds. If I can get across that, that'd be great. They're holding. I need to bring in more forces, and I've just kind of... Come on. Oh no. Hey, routed them both, good. So I'm across the Narva up here in the north. Just. Okay, the problem here is stacking. I can get one unit in there. And they can't attack and they can't attack. Okay, just going to have to kind of move my units up and across and wait. For some reason these guys are really well entrenched here. Good defensive position in that swamp. I do have to get rid of them though, because they're really close to that rail line at Pskov. Yep, they can join in the fight. Let's see how we go here. Retreat, rout, nice. That'll force all those routed units to then clear out of the area. It looks kind of like there's a lot of units there, but there's really... there's remnants of those routed units that'll go away. And we link up. Alright, priorities are the rail conversion. Yeah, once it looks, Paul's saying it looks like infantry country. Once I kind of get this, all these infantry divisions across the Narva. All right, so there's my rail supply to here. Actually, next turn it will be to there. Sorry, to clarify, not right now. All right, they're sending an anti-tank brigade out to stop me. What? There we go. On the outskirts of Veliki Luki. I don't think there's enough rushes out here to hold this. It doesn't like they're even going to try to defend it. Focusing everything on Leningrad. Which is fine by me because all these objectives are probably worth more than Leningrad. Just to demonstrate that. For me, end of game, Leningrad is worth 500. Veliki Luki is worth 100. I've got Pskov and Tallinn. You've got Novgorod worth 200, Narva 200, Pushkin 200. Rzhev's worth 300. It's out here as well. So, yeah, if they're not defending that, that's Leningrad. Pretty much these three objectives here, I think. And they're sending nothing out there. That makes my drive on Leningrad a lot harder. But I don't think it, well, actually, it's going to be interesting because they'll also get objectives. The Russians will also get victory points for holding Leningrad. You can see that tank division cleared out. They weren't going to defend. I don't know where it's gone. It's probably here, blocking that road east. Okay, I can't attack through there yet. We'll push that line back. We'll get these guys back into supply and get that infantry to take their place across the river there. Good, good. Happy with this. All right. Here's my airborne Fliegerkorps. Not airborne, air combat units. Okay, protect the flanks. I just would like to get across that river in case they try to defend along there. This is my Panzer Corps infantry. I think I can get an attack on Novgorod. It's not a key priority. I do want to get that infantry unit the heck out of the way. Routing is the way to do it. Can I get just one more? Let's see what happens here. Yes, that should be a retreat at least. Retreat and a rout, and we've moved in. I did not expect that this turn. I thought they'd put up a... I'm going to have to, because these guys are out of movement. They don't have enough movement to move in there. You can see it costs about, if they've got 15 action points available, and they'll have 7 left, it costs 8 to move in there. And may as well hit that unit. Rout them as well. Very cool. Okay, we've captured Novgorod. Had to kind of, it's almost historical, isn't it? Had to divert the 36 motorized division to get it done, but it was an opportunity. And now we can move, we've got the path now to move this infantry in, so they can move in there, and I can get that motorized unit back on the road to Leningrad. Okay. Before I move the rest of these Panzer formations, I want to... So I secured this crossing here. Some supply problems, as you can see up here in the north. A lot of supply problems. I don't know why. Is it the security unit causing me issues? Alright, let's yeah, let's link up, I think, and clear this area out pretty quickly. You can see most of these units will just dissipate as I move in, because they're routed headquarters, they're not really combat units. What do we got here? Fortified region. We've got a rifle division there, which could be tough to deal with, so I don't want to waste my panzer formations on that. We'll just keep clearing this out. And these guys can also move up. Ah, they hold. I don't know why they're holding there. I'll try again. Yes, I think I reduced the fort level. They must have had fort level 1, which gives them that just that little bit tougher defense. Alright, starting, we're on the outskirts. I don't want to push in too close, I don't want to get cut off. I would like to get rid of that unit there though. They don't have forts, so we should be able to retreat them, reroute them, yep. Pushing in, just testing the, testing this perimeter really. You can see the defences start to increase. They've still got action points. Here we go, got this motorised division as well. I kind of feel like that'll be enough. Might even just pull back a space. So, we're end of July. We're on the outskirts of... It's funny, these guys couldn't attack, could they? I don't know why. They can't get across there. You can see it's... I don't know, that looks like it's either part of the Gulf of Finland or it's a... It must be crossing there, but it must be very expensive to cross. That's why they can't attack. I think we can hit end of turn. Before I do, I will just bring it up to here. Yeah, so things going well, but we'll see what Leningrad holds. We're about to begin that siege, and I don't know how tough they're going to be. I'll bring up the fortified details in just a moment. Yeah, okay. You can see that security unit just being a thorn in my side. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're starting to see some scattered Soviet defences. They're kind of defending that way out there. I want to get across here first, and I think I'd like to attack from here. Let's have a look at the fortifications. Okay, so 443. It's those inner sort of city areas it's going to be tough, but the outskirts I should be able to push. Look, there's a lot of 0, 1, 1. I can push along the right here. It's when I hit these stacks that's going to hurt. You can see here 58, 33. Gee. X, I don't even know what that means. 66 defense here. What does X mean? Does it mean don't bother? Okay, let's get across. They surrendered. Good. Get out of the way, please. I just want to test. I want to test. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I can undo. because I want to make sure that I can attack here and clear that unit out of the way. They retreated, not good enough. I want them gone. Surrendered. That's good. Movement through here is so slow. Getting across that little... You can see they're going around it. Okay. These guys kind of got distracted. 4th Panzer Group. They rushed ahead to Tallinn. That's why they're way up here. I don't think I want to hit the outskirts just yet. I want to wait for all this infantry to come up. Okay, they're really spread out. Maybe I'll get, yeah, these divisions to move into Novgorod. You guys can hold the line there, and I'll get the 61st Infantry Division back towards its core, parent core, up here. And can they get an attack on there? I reckon they can. They can. It's Russians trying to push their lines out again. Before I go, I'll shift down to the south before I head up north again. Nothing in Veliki Luki, that's good. That's worth 100 victory points at the end of the game. We will, of course, clear out that. I just wanted to make sure I could get in there. They'll be gone, they'll rout. We'll advance and clear out that anti-tank brigade as well. And they're out of movement, but they can keep moving. Now, I should always try to prioritize rail movement. Headquarters can move up. Headquarters can move up. Airborne, air units can move up now. Let's do some rail conversion. By the end of this turn, we'll have rail in Pskov. Good. Which is great. Rail hub. Rail lines heading out in 6 directions out from the city. Still dealing with this pesky security unit. Please surrender. Thank you. Gee. And I forget about the islands out here. Clearing that out, and we'll cross there next turn. Bringing our units close to the front. They do have a range. Bringing our headquarters close to our units. Bringing some of our infantry over to the right because they're needed on this right flank. Alright, now it looks like there's a decent Russian force out here. What am I going to do with these tank units? Try and just bring up that fortified line again. You can see some good solid defences down here. If I can push into this area, maybe. That means pushing back this right flank a bit and getting rid of this tank unit. I reckon they can attack there. They might. Yep. So we'll push them away from Novgorod on the right. I worry about this, the infantry's ability to hit this tank unit, but we'll give it a go. Retreated, good. Whew. Do have to watch those guys too. Can this infantry make it across? Yes, they can. Can they hit them? No, they can't. Or maybe more infantry coming in. These guys will drive up north. They can push up there. What have we got here? Border Regiment, NKVD Border Regiment. They'll retreat, which will give this division space to move in here. It's this armoured division down the south here with a strong defence. If I can just dislodge them, it'll do it. And that then lets me roll up the line. So it would have been risky to do this without that armoured division still sitting there. I think I've got enough down here now to deal with that. They might. I'll have another go. See what happens. They're still holding. Okay. And now we can bring these guys up to here. Alright, all we have left now is our Panzer and motorised divisions. And A, need to get them in supply. And B, need to try and get them in there without risking isolation. X is more than 100, thanks RVT. RVT is just noting that X in defense means more than 100. I thought it might mean something like that. Alright, I can creep forward there. I can creep forward there, good. Now if I can get an attack there, I can actually get in there. Alright, bring these Panzer divisions around. What else have I got to support that? They can't move any further. Here we go. These guys could swing all the way around. I reckon they might be able to hold. I just want to really stop. If I can push in, I want to stop being cut off from here. I want to isolate Leningrad. Single motorised division, strong motorised division, I'll point out. A bit low on supplies, but I'm just thinking, where do these guys go? And if the Russians push out a little bit, I don't mind. It's really my priority now is, if I move there, I think that protects the left flank pretty solidly. I could even, yeah, no, that'll do. I'll even push in there. And I think, hello. A few guys who haven't moved behind the lines here. I think we're done. A lot of action points available, but you can see tough defense, and I don't want to throw them at nothing. Just to, oh, Finns, I guess. Let's see what the Finns can do. Yes, please get back behind that line. This could hold, yeah. As soon as I clicked that, I thought I shouldn't have done that. Alright, bit of a tough Russian defense there. Let's bring these guys in. Let's bring these guys in. And they can probably attack there as well. Tough defense there as well. I don't know. Okay, I didn't clear out that hex, so they've decided to automatically retreat there. Got to clear out every aspect of this. But these are big divisions, so I want to bring them south. Nothing much up here to do really, just kind of clearing out. Alright, we're done again. Turn 8 complete. Done. Yes. So, halfway through, I'm feeling pretty confident that Leningrad 4, that's the Finnish Pakahala, Paul's saying, the Finnish war cry from the 30 Years' War. So yeah, outskirts of Leningrad, we're kind of surrounded Leningrad in early August. It gives us like 2 months to reduce it. What I'm unsure about, I mean, you can see those strong defensive stacks. I'm just not sure how many units the Russians managed to get into the city. They seem to retreat quite a lot. So my thinking is that the AI has probably really prioritized the defense of Finland above everything else as their main sort of strategic priority. Yeah, I don't think they did distract the Soviets. So I think the Soviets just, as soon as the Finns attacked, the Soviets just all retreated and abandoned that front. Okay, we're getting some resistance now. These guys are really out of place. They need to be way up here. So we're gonna move them up there. We'll get a combined attack. I can't get a combined attack for some reason. We'll try to see these guys by themselves. Yep, that'll do it. Push that security unit out of the way. They can probably attack there. So when I say Russian resistance, there's not much here. Straight through. I've got to watch supplies down south there. Their units are all up here, so I'll put them on that rail line. They should be able to push across. Security unit holds in the swamps. Alright, this could be a bit tougher. Okay, we get them to retreat. That unit has no points left, but these guys do. Yeah, we rout them. And we can go no further for now. If I can attack that unit, I can move through there, which frees up this unit to then garrison Novgorod. to free up that unit. Tough defense there. You can see these Russian defenses along here, 18, 17, 11. But they didn't, I should point out, they didn't cut me off here. I'm in trouble. It's not necessarily, it's how do I, oh, you can see they're pushing in through here as well. So let's get this infantry to get up there. Where's the rest of your formation? Alright, retreat them back. They've even got this armoured division across the river. This is a gamble. That may not work. It will. Alright. Good, good. I'd like to push the Russians all the way back across that river. Alright, we've got a panzer division. Let's get our rail line. Air units can push right up now. Look at that, we almost have our rail on the outskirts of Leningrad. Get this headquarters. Oh, that's the 9th Army headquarters, so we'll put them, I'll leave them there for now. These guys need to head out to the right. Air unit can sit somewhere over there. And we can continue with our rail conversion. There we go. Alright, the infantry now. Oh, look at that. That's some tough defences. So you can see the Finns that finished no attack line. What does that mean? The Finns can't attack across that line. Which is interesting. I don't know the rules around that. I've got the rulebook open in a side window. I could check it out, but I think the message is the Germans need to attack Finland. I need to attack Leningrad. Alright, let's try to... That's a tough defense. There is a lot of them. There is a lot. So they're in mountainous terrain, hilly terrain. These guys have supply issues. I think that space here has to be a priority. So I'm going to try to get rid of it. Yeah. And try to push in there. Yep. Then I might try to push back on the right flank. I don't want to push back on the right flank. They don't have enough movement points. Alright, so 6th Panzer Division. I think for now, I don't want any more Soviet activity out here on the right, so I'm going to take a gamble. And hit that. Oh, not enough. I want to hit it again. It's not enough. Damn. I should have brought these guys over as well. So not many attacks this turn. I'm just trying to get my divisions organised. And I'd like, again, I'd like to get rid of this, push the Russians back from this right. Oh no! Yeah, I'm not going to attack this turn. We'll give them a rest. Just looking behind the lines to see how all my rail units are going. Oh, still got some air units I can bring up. You can see the rail units, I mean, they do their little thing, 1 hex per turn. This HQ can probably push out. Actually, I'll leave it. They're all done, they're all done. They've all moved. Where are their units? There and there. They can hold there for now. I think we're all done. It's not a lot of combat. Just kind of bring the infantry up and trying to keep Leningrad cut off in that area. And yes, I could have attacked there. I figured I'd wait for a stronger attack. They may even, I don't know, they probably won't retreat. So let me show you I'll try and bring up while this is all happening. This is the revised manual, 334 pages, so it's condensed from the original 382. The red shows changes. So this game is quite old, 2010. So you can experience fatigue, attrition, frozen units, yeah, leaders. You can mess around with all this kind of stuff. You can change leaders, promotion, so much you could really dive into. Manual leader dismissal, optimum ranks, death of a leader. It's amazing the depth that you could go into if you wanted to with this game. If you wanted to. Alright. Okay, so they've spread their defences out a bit, which is good. Gives me an opportunity. This is where I probably need to start using air units to hit some of these hexes. Let's see how we go. Yeah, retreating from there, good. It's only got a weak defense, so they'll rout. I might try and hit this. Actually, let's prioritize these hexes here, because, yeah, that's where I really want the Russians gone. They're pushing across that river. They're keeping that toehold, and I don't want them to have it. strong division there. I should really bring them up into the line up here and replace them with something else. Priorities. Clearing out this flank. Oh, geez, they're holding still. Alright, what if I try again? Having reduced their defences? Yeah. If at first it doesn't succeed, try again. Okay, so I can now shift that infantry in there. Now I need to get this hex next. Let's look at the terrain. So you can see they're kind of in that little pocket there. I can deal with that later. For now, that's got a defense of 10, defense of 20. They'll hold, but I'll try again. Nope, I just don't have enough. Should roll the infantry first. Shattered, there we go, good. Can any of these guys move in? No, they can't. Can these guys move into there? Yes, they can. Let's use our air units. Gonna have to start bringing these air units in. And I don't even know if I'm using these correctly. They hold. I'll try again if I can. No. Okay, rail conversion. What just happened? I didn't mean to do that. To go there, and I should learn the hotkey for rail conversion. I think there's a button where you can go list of hotkeys. Hotkey list, rail conversion, toggle rail damage. I can't see it. Toggle all these things. Oh well. Okay. I'm pretty much done for my attacks on the outskirts for today. For this turn. Bring in some more air. Can't hurt to get them a bit closer. Alright, now the flanks. I want to make sure that these units are, yep, they're where they should be. They've got their units there. Okay, so let's try pushing through here. Bit of a cavalry division held. Why on earth are they holding there? They're a very weak division. Yeah, they should get out of there. Now we run into some Soviet defences up here. This is the security unit that held last time in the swamp, right? They're retreating now. Retreating again. Not shattering though. be tough. Yep, they retreat. That's good. We can probably get another attack on them from this unit. I should double check my objectives. Yep, nearly at Rzhev. And these guys had to move up north to get close to their HQ. Tempting to cross the river, but I don't really want to attack there. It'd be grind and divert resources. Finns can still clear out some of these areas. That's about all they can do, really. Ah, and the islands over here. They have surrendered. Okay. And there's still these guys here. Still holding out with a very strong defense. Okay, that's not going to happen. Alright, I'll end the turn. Alright, 7 turns left. I don't know. It's not guaranteed. Okay, a bit of a counterattack down here. Well, I don't know if it's a counterattack, but can I move? I don't have much infantry here, and there's a lot of ground to cover. I need to figure out what this is worth in terms of victory points. Let's have a look straight away. 300. Wow, okay. So when you consider Leningrad's 500, it's worth, when I say Leningrad's 500, you've also got the outskirts of Leningrad as well. So, for example, Pushkin here is worth 300, and I'm very close to it. Alright, let's focus 1 hex at a time. We won't go for Pushkin back to F1. Won't go for Pushkin this turn. Try and get this very tough. Oh, they're going to hold. We'll try again. Oh no. I'm reducing their defenses, but it is very stubborn. Okay, I'll try and push from the other side. I'll keep... Oh, what can I do? Bring infantry up to there, because that's a good infantry division. Bring them in there. Bring in some tanks. My panzer divisions are still strong. And hit that hex. Nice. And I can bring in these guys over. If I put the motorized division on the front there, bring the tanks across to here, and try and attack that slightly weaker defensive position. They should retreat. They rout, in fact. Good. Ooh, we're making inroads. Bring some more tanks into there. Hold the flanks. It's a really focused effort now. Like, let's check those fortification levels. 4, 3, 5. Oh my god. Where are my air units? Can I bomb city mode? What's that going to do? Okay, this is where you... I don't really do this. This is where you... I can target their productions of KV1s. Oh, look at that. You can do all this kind of stuff. Let's select all and launch. City was bombed and I did damage to their production. So yeah, that's kind of an example of the kind of level you could go into if you really wanted to. Have I done rail conversion this turn? Yeah, what I'm worried is... Oh, look, you see these big stacks? They're just air units. This is their front. I suspect everything is in Leningrad. Where's my rail? There it is. I want to get across there. I'm getting rail all the way up to this front now. Nice. So yeah, supply... Where are these guys supplied from? That's their headquarters there. Why is it doing all the way down there? That's a problem. HQ there. Need to supply these guys out here. Yes, that's a problem. Getting your headquarters close enough is important. Looking for that orange. You can see the orange. So this unit here is supplied by this HQ. Making sure they're close. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Get the 56 Panzer Corps closer. Okay, now let's turn our attention to these flanks. Pesky security units. Routed, good. Can I get into... It's slow going along here. I suspect because of the supply situation. I wonder if I can just make a race for it. If the Soviets will respond, they'll probably cut me off. They hold there. Okay. Okay, they're going to hold along that river, are they? Tough defense here. Don't know if this will work. They hold. They might be slowed down here. Maybe I will need to cross over here and try and swing down. I don't know. We'll wait and see. I think we're done. Turns are moving really quickly now because it's just focusing on these, mainly on these Leningrad hexes. Not much moving going on down there for the Soviets, I hope. So what have I got now? 6 turns to get up here. It's not far, it's just supplies are running low and they're stretched way out here in the east. Alright, let's refresh fortification situation. Yeah, okay. It's going to be tough to get across that river. Maybe when I hit here, that hex there, you can see it just had a defense of 2. Not defensive 2, a fortification level of 2. If I just send a Panzer Division there, if I can concentrate my efforts here, if I can get across, it's probably one of the weakest defensive points in the front, and if I can get across, but of course it's across the river, that major river. I'll throw everything at it. All these air units, they're out of range. Why won't you guys attack? I don't know why they won't, but they won't. HQs. Can they attack again? No, they don't want to. Alright, let's try. I can't attack across there. That's why they haven't bothered defending it. Or at least I can't do a combined attack across there. I can't coordinate. It won't let me. I don't know why, it just won't. Let's try a 1-hex attack. They hold. I'll try again. They hold. But I am reducing their defences a little bit. Okay, different approach then. Let's go back to here. This has to retreat, surely. 2 to 1, routed, yeah. Whew. 1.5, not enough. Can I do that again? No, won't let me. Not enough action points. Alright. Let's look at the situation down here. Some tough defense. Yeah, jeez. Everything's really slowing down. I wonder if I should bring... Going for it. I'm 1 hex away. 1 hex away, come on. Soviet defences along here are still very strong. We'll clear out the Soviets from up here in the north. Not much we can do there. The grind continues. Very quick turns, that's about it. Oh look, maybe I can pull some units out of the line here. Maybe... There's no point really, because at maximum stacking. Maybe I should have sent more to the south. There's another division over here, isn't there? end that turn. Really, really moving fast. I don't know how to get across that river. Just constant grind, grind, grind. One hex to one hex, I don't know. So yeah, I mentioned in the last video I played War in the West as well, but it was pretty different. A lot. I think air played a stronger part in that, or at least the game demanded that air play a stronger part. All right, here we go. How are we looking? Let's just take a quick look at victory again. You can see the Soviets creeping ahead because they're holding these objectives. But as I said, all this kind of changes at the end of the game when you award those end game. Let's try and get across the river again. Is it worth it? Maybe I'll divide my air up. We'll send some air into here. And we'll send some air into there. Oh. So let's try and push them back from here now. These three stacks to attack here. This is huge. This has to work. Oh no! They're holding, grinding down their defenses. What is the defense in that area? What are the fortification level? Fortification level 2. We will try again. Okay, they're holding again. Can I try again? Not with them. Doesn't want me to. I'll get rid of those fortification levels. We'll try and get across the river here, maybe. Try it. I hold. I can try an attack here. I don't like the odds, but give it a go. Three to 1. Okay, did not expect that. I thought that was a really tough hex. Alright, we can move in here then. And can't do anything else. I can attack across the river again to reduce their defenses. They hold. Hopefully I'm weakening them a bit. Yeah, we'll leave that all there. I can capture Vishny Volocek. I can capture Vyazma. Not worth anything, but oh, there's Moscow, you can see it. Rishev is worth something. And I can see this tank brigade. Supplies. Let's get them back to their headquarters and watch that unit there. Let's try to focus. Air units. Let's get some air units to help out. Okay, will that help at all? 2 to 1. They retreat. Nice. Let's work on this hex next. Oh, that's not good. Still fortification level 1. Okay, we'll hold there for now. I think I want them to garrison, just hold that for now because I don't want a Soviet counterattack taking it. And again, we're done. Oh, Finns. What can they do? They can't attack there. Yep. Definitely can't attack beyond that line. There's still some units here with... Could I get another attack? Yeah, I can get... I know it's sort of not going to work, but defender fort level reduced. It's just kind of trying to soften up those defences. Turn 13. Yeah. Starting to get a little bit worried. Pushing back in there. Resupplying. As long as I can hold Vishny Volocek, I get the victory points for it. And that's a strong division in there too. Maybe if I can push through here, roll up around the right side of Novgorod, I can free up some of those infantry divisions. Yeah, they've got some forces in this area. Retreat, please. Retreat. Good. Let's keep that going. Held. Ah, geez, 3-1. We'll throw everything in then. And then can I attack there as well? Throw everything in there as well. They're holding. Alright, go down south. Can I get into... What turn is it? It's turn 14. Trying to attack Rzhev. They're holding. They've got a tough defense there. I don't need Vyazma, so I may as well move up. Geez, where's my HQ? All the way up there. This formation is really spread out. Alright, I've done all I want to do. Yes, there we go. I've split up that. I've broken them down. That's the first time I've done that in a long time. So now I can garrison that. There's an idea. Breakdowns. Look at that defense across there. All right, let's make a charge. F6 air units. Bombard here, please. Air units. Bombard here. Bomber aircraft. What do you mean you're out of range? Bomber aircraft unavailable. Okay. Let's throw all we got into this hex. Ah! There we go. Got him. Oh. Pushkin is ours. We're on the outskirts of Leningrad now. Defense of over 100. There we go. Let's give it a go. 1 to 2. No point doing that anymore. I don't know where that Soviet HQ is trying to get to. Alright, rail conversion, maybe it's worth getting them on a rail and bring them out down here. And getting them to convert the rail out to the right here. And we can get supplies out towards Rizhev. Actually, maybe I should have done that here. Yeah, well, we'll do that. That's okay. These guys have rail to here. It's not far from the HQ. Yep, that'll do. Got all these strong divisions out here, sitting very healthy, just blocking that river. And I'm kind of wondering. There you go. That's a kind of. Maybe I could try again. They're reduced. Yep. Alright, that pushes them back a little bit. Doesn't really do anything. That'll do for now. Strong defense here. I'm just wondering how much I throw across this river at terrible odds. Because I'm kind of losing victory points every time I suffer losses. I'm just trying to soften up their forts. Alright, that will do. Only a couple of turns left now. No, I haven't tried War in the East too, Salty. I've got War in the East, the original, and War in the East, War in the West, but I wasn't convinced that War in the East 2 offered anything above kind of what I've got here. I mean, they changed the map a little bit, they changed the rail network, they've revised some units. I don't get into this deep enough. It's been a long time since I've played the campaign. I don't get into this deep enough to justify getting the new one. Have you played it? I'm curious to hear from anyone who's played both 1 and 2 to see what the differences are. It looks a little bit different, so all these buttons look a bit different, slightly different. I think they're pretty much the same buttons, they just sort of tweak the interface. Oh, got some guards, rifle divisions coming out. Okay, here we go. We're attacking this X. Leningrad. I don't think it'll fall this turn, but I'm trying to soften it up. I may have to sort of launch some attacks and then pull units out of the line and then push new units in and then launch attacks again. just to maximise my ability. Yeah, what did you mean by logistics? How does it differ to this one, I wonder? So odds are terrible here. Then, can they get out of the line? Nope, so I didn't give them enough action points to get out of the line. And I don't think I did much. They can pull out the line. They can push into the line. I should be getting the Panzer divisions in the line. Oof, terrible odds. Alright, so now let's pull them out of the line. Get these guys in the line and see what they can do. Oh, gee. They're not an X anymore. They're down to 95. Keep hitting them, I think. Keep hitting them. Down, that's good. Down to 93. They can't attack anymore. Try again. Just got to keep hitting it. Oh, jeez. Down to 91 defense. And I'll try and hit here as well. Keep trying to get across the river. Defense of 31 there. Defense of 28. Grinding them down a little bit at a time. Okay, I think that'll do for now. These guys are trying to cut me off. Oh. It's just a little infantry division. Come on. Why are they holding? Okay. I'll bring some reinforcements in. Jeez. Oh no. Cut off here as well. Alright. What's going on here? Are the Russians counterattacking? Is that what's going on? I've got a nerve. Alright, come on. This should fall now. Retreat, retreat. Good. That'll free up some of these units. And I'll push them to the north. And where's my rail unit? Here it is. Alright, try and get some supplies out along here. I don't need a big garrison there. I think if I can just send some of these regiments probing. Can't believe they did that. Break them down. Put some just a defense there. And that'll do. resupplying all these units. They're pushing out from the south now. I don't care about Vyazma. It's not worth any victory points. I think with these objectives out here, combined with all the others, I think I should have enough for a victory, even without Leningrad. But that's not the point. And then their defense is boosted again, back up to X, over 100. Let's soften up a bit. Alright, let's see how we go here. Want to be able to pull these units back before they run out of action points. They hold. They're reduced to 90 already. Alright, now some of these guys only have 8 and 9. So if I pull these guys out now, push these guys in, so they've only got 9, pull them out, push them in. Come on, big hit. Reduce fortifications, great. Some of them are reduced again. I can pull out that pair. Oh, these guys all have 3. And I can push these guys in. Bit of cycling units through the lines, but let's get a stronger attack on here. I think I said fortifications reduced. We'll leave these guys in the line now and just keep going. Oh, some of them are done. I think they're all done. I don't like the chances of Leningrad falling. Defense is reduced to 81. It'll go back up to close to 100 next turn. Let's try and hit this hex here. They hold. They are still on 31. They hold. They're back to 28. Nothing much happening really, is it? Still on 28. Alright, okay, so the Russians have pulled back, brought those reinforcements in and scared them. Try and reopen this supply line. It's going pretty slow out here. These are some weak Soviet forces, but they are putting up a fight. They're holding. They're holding. I forgot. What's armoured brigade all the way over there? I think they can hold Rzhev. I'll push back up here and deal with this. Where's my... Alrighty. get another attack on. They hold. That's okay. Just pushing in on these guys. Maybe they'll pull back. Never know. I think that'll do. Geez, so it's going to be interesting to see how all these victory points fall out. I have Pushkin. I don't know what that's worth. Rzhev and those are the ones out in the east. I have Kolpino. That's another one that's worth something outside of Leningrad. Alright, so we're in early October now. And let's see what Pushkin is worth. In just a moment. Info, victory. So I'm falling quite a lot behind because I'm grinding. The Soviets getting a lot of points from my lost forces. Leningrad, they still hold. Pushkin's worth 200. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay. Throw at it. See what happens. 1 to 1. Okay, try. We'll pull some of these out. Push them in. Pull some of these out. Push them in. And try again. Defensive 85. Oh, I've reduced their fortifications again. They're down to 81. Look, let's try again. I'll throw at it. Yeah, I'm not going to capture Leningrad. I'll keep trying this hex on the outside here. It's still very strongly held. Oh well. Geez, they've really pushed down through here. Bring in their airborne brigades to help out. Okay, but they've pulled away from the south here, which is good. That relieves that pressure. And we can get our rail out to Veligiluki and beyond, and close to these headquarters. So you can see they've responded here with a couple of brigades, which I can just push away. Well, maybe not. All right. Heading into the last turn. Oh no, this is turn 17. So let's end the turn. What's going to happen? I think this must be the last Soviet turn and then end game. I'm thinking a minor victory. I'm thinking maybe just a minor victory. By estimating maybe two or 300 points. Oh no, I'd say maybe 300 or 400 points maybe. Let's see. Come on, come on. Finish up your logistics. What do we got? Oh, here we go. Here's our movement. Look at the depth of that line there, east of Novgorod. Drum roll. Axis minor victory. Okay. Good. By, oh, okay, 800 points. So we get points for everything except for Leningrad and Lodina or Pol. I don't know where that is. The Soviets kept Leningrad. They kept northwest Leningrad. They kept Pavlovo. They kept Volkov. So they got a couple of points there. But Pushkin in particular, the two out in the east, Vizhny Volochysk, Rzhev, which they just, again, so I think they kept, one of the reasons they were so strong in Leningrad is because they didn't defend these areas out here. Novgorod, of course, Narva, Pushkin, Tallinn, Pskov are easy. So I didn't get those two. That's 800 points. That shifts you from a minor victory, I guess, to a major victory. Let's view the map and I'll just have a look at. Oh, okay, so that's why they're that's why they're defending it here, because that's one of their. You can see that's Volkov. What else did they have? Okay, they had northwest Leningrad, Pavlovo. Oh geez, that's a tough one. With the no finished attack line, the Germans really have to push out across there. And I, of course, captured Rzhev and Vizhny Volochysk. So the Soviets had that, and of course Leningrad. So those four in that area there. And red means Soviet, blue and red means combined objective, blue means, or grey means German. So there you go, folks. Again, the key here is I hope I've shown how this is a pretty easy game to jump into. It is a beast. It can potentially be a beast if you really want to worry about all that kind of stuff, but it's very easy to just jump in and start